Yo, what's goody? So the title of this video is going to be creating healthier beliefs, right? So beliefs are a very important thing, right? And a lot of us, our beliefs stem from tradition, right? It stem from our household, it stem from our environment, it stem from the people that we've learned from, right? To me, beliefs remind me of language, right? Like, how do we learn language, right? We're born as babies, we come home from the hospital, right? And we're soaking in wherever we're around, right? You can be a black baby born in America and then put up for adoption, and somehow you end up in Japan, and before you can ever speak or walk, you have Japanese parents, and this is all they speak around you, Japanese, right? And then you grow up, although you're black, although you were born maybe in America, you grew up speaking Japanese because this is your environment, right? It's the same thing with beliefs. We absorb and soak in the beliefs of the people around us, which is why you have to be very careful what you allow yourself to consume, right? What you see and hear. Protect your ears and eyes at all costs, what it says in the Bible, right? And this is a lot of truth to that statement, right? So you just want to be careful, because our belief system shape our lives. It shape what we decide to do, what we involve ourselves with, right? What we feel, what we value, right? These things are very important, right? Your belief system, right? But a lot of times what I've learned, right, just from being a black sheep and just from being somebody that's very untraditional and very unique and very different, I've learned that people don't challenge beliefs at all, really, or at least not enough to my standards and to my level of awareness, right? I peep that people will engage in the same beliefs that other people around them believe in, right? And it's dangerous. It's very dangerous, right? Because if you believe things to be true, right, you end up feeling these things, right? And then when you feel these things and you connect your emotions to these thoughts, right, it has a direct correlation to what happens next, right? And the outcome of the next sequence, right? So God forbid you believe something that's unhealthy or doesn't really have many benefits to it, right? You can end up believing something and valuing something and connect your emotions to something that will end up hurting your life. It's crazy. It's so crazy to think that people do this, because we have the choice to believe in things, right? We have the freedom to believe in what we want, right? It's 2026, right? God bless it. America. You see what I'm saying? Seriously, because back in the day, people weren't allowed to believe things freely, right? People weren't allowed to speak on what they believe, right? You would get your head cut off for saying you don't believe what the Pope is saying. For real, you would get hung. Seriously. So the fact that we have free will and we're allowed to believe in what we want to believe in means that we have a duty to be responsible in what we believe in, not only just as civilians and as citizens, but as beings who are meant to be great and meant to do marvelous things in this world while we're here for this short amount of time, right? So what we want to do is we want to reset our beliefs, right? Question your beliefs. Question what you believe in. Think about what you believe in. Reflect on what you believe in. Ask yourself, why do I believe in this? Where and when did I start believing in this? Where was I? When? Why? Why do I believe in this? Why do I value this thing? What's important about it? How is this going to make me great? How is this furthering me to where I want to be? Why do I value this? Like, really ask yourself these questions. Understand what you believe in. And when you start to think about what you believe in and why you believe in it and who was around you that encouraged you to believe in this and who around you supports this belief, and then you also learn to respect other people's beliefs, right? Now we're going into high level thinking, right? When you understand how to respect other people's belief system, although it may differ from yours, right? This is the difference between Republican and Democrats, which is why people clash, right? It's not unity, it's clashing, right? Because people believe in one thing so strong and the next person believes in another thing so strong that people are like, I'm right, you're wrong, instead of, I believe in this, okay, you believe in this, I understand we can still coexist, and even though we don't believe in the same thing, we can still unify and be together on this earth, right? It's a difference when you're a high level thinker, right? And this is why beliefs is so important, because a lot of people believe in one thing and they see people believe in another thing, and they lose respect for them as a human being. Like I've literally seen this, right? I've seen one of my family members go to one church and another family member go to another church, right? In one church, let's say, for example, it was like a Baptist church. And the next church, let's say it was like, let's just say it was closer to something like Mormon, right? And although they both believe in Jesus and they're both saved, both been baptized, both live upright, supposedly, right? Like they actually do live upright. But in this one moment, because of these different beliefs, two of my family members clashed. Oh, clashed, right? Clashed, like aggressive clash. I mean, arguing, yelling, screaming at one another, right? Although, and this was on a Monday, the day after church. They both went to their separate churches the day before, right? And then clashed because of this disagreement, because of what they both believe in differs, right? And didn't speak for years. Didn't speak for years because of this, right? So it's like people's belief system can be very detrimental to their own lives, right? And then the thing that they were arguing about wasn't even something important to me, right? It wasn't of value. It's nothing that would prevent or help them to live longer, to make more money, to have more abundance, be more prosperous, be more happy, joyful. Like it was nothing that can actually further them in life or the afterlife, right? It was only about like who's right and what makes who feels better about themselves because of their own personal shortcomings. Like that's how I actually seen it. A lot of people belief system, to my knowledge and from my opinion, a lot of people belief system and what they believe in, it gets oversaturated by ego and pride. And so people basically want people to believe in what they believe in just for them to feel validated for the choices that they made in their life. So basically a person would decide to believe in something, and then if someone else believes in what they believe in, they feel better about the choices that they made. And honestly, I feel like people overindulge in this thought process, particularly when they aren't as successful as they plan to be or as they know they should have been, right? People have a lot of potential, and when people have shortcomings and they fall short in their career or in their work life, right, people start to care and value other things that really are important, right? So this is why we need to question our belief system. This is why we need to reflect. This is why we need to hold ourselves accountable and understand what it is that we're indulging in, what it is that we're giving power to and we're giving our energy to, right? Because what is it, right? Why do we care about these things so much? Is it really important? Is it really furthering our lives? Is it helping us, right? Is it? So you got to ask yourself, like, what do I believe in and why do I believe in these things? And just try to believe in things that will better your life and further you, you know? Peace.